and welcome to the final episode of Home Time. This man wins my award for Celebration of the Week.
Yes! Get in there! Come on! Yes! Come on!
Don't you love it when a mum dresses up as a clown? And don't you love it when a little girl sings a song about her favourite part of the body?
I wonder what's inside your butthole. I wonder what's inside your butthole. Maybe there's astronauts and maybe there's aliens all inside your butthole. What's inside your butthole? I always want to know. What's inside your butthole? I always want to know. What's inside your butthole?
It's funny, if it was an old man singing that song, whoa! Now, talking of things we don't know, what's going to happen after lockdown? Well, according to the British newspapers, pubs could limit Brits to 3 pints. Fucking good luck with that. Stationery sharing will be banned. What are you in for? I touched Brian's stapler. Will we have to wear masks? Hopefully, we'll manage better than the Belgian Prime Minister.
En dan is het kwestie van je mondmasker nog goed aan te doen.
The Daily Star reckon there'll be enforced showers. What, are police gonna sniff people? Get down everyone, he's been stink driving. Don't make me use the Radox. They also reckon cats will be banned from ever going outdoors. Just the police, get him back inside. He's had 4 pints. He's holding on to stationery. Whatever. Cats will never ever be allowed outside. Let's be honest, this is impossible. You can't keep cats inside. They'll figure a way of getting out. They're very smart. Dogs, not so much. TV's gonna change. First, we had the heartbreaking news that Love Island won't be on this year. And then, apparently, I'm a Celeb is gonna be filmed in England. Who the fuck is gonna watch that?
I am so fed up of lockdown. I need to watch some celebrities in lockdown.
I tell you what, so much for the Mylene moments. I can't wait for them to leap into an English river midwinter. Right, time for my first guest. Marc Maron is a legendary stand-up. You may have seen him on his new Netflix special, End Times Fun. He's also an actor. You've seen him in the TV series Glow, Joker, but he's most well known as the godfather of podcasts. Since starting WTF from his garage in 2009, he's interviewed the likes of Barack Obama and Paul McCartney, and his shows are downloaded over 6 million times a month. Please welcome Marc Maron.
Here I am.
Wow. This is very exciting.
It is exciting.
It's so nice to see a moving face to a voice I've had in my ears a lot.
Well, that's a nice thing to say. Yeah, I think that's a nice way to say I have a face for radio. I understand.
No,
I understand.
No, but I've been on so many sort of runs with you in my ears. So
That's good. I think I help people. I think I help people distract themselves from the task at hand, which is usually exercise or a job they don't like.
Yeah, it's funny because you're not only a great comedian, but unwittingly, you're kind of like a commuter pal for so many people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's a little tricky now because of the plague. A lot of people are not in their regular routines, so they don't quite know when to listen to me. So now instead of a commute, it's someone like this, kind of running away from their family and sitting in the car by themselves, just trying to ground themselves with their buddy Mark, and I appreciate it.
Are you what is it like going out in LA at the minute? Are you wearing masks?
You have to wear masks.
Oh, do you?
And I've been sent masks. They're not. I don't think they're necessarily funny, but they're all kind of interesting.
Well, let's have a look.
And that one's kind of nice. It's kind of stylish. But what?
That had the look of a man who was trying to dispose of a body. If I'm honest.
No, this one. Look at this one.
Yeah.
This is the more radical kind of a Antifa. Like if we ever get through this, I can always rob banks or be a environmental terrorist.
Yeah.
This is like more of like how does it go? Kind of a picnic situation.
Yeah,
Like a
lovely.
gingham kind of like there's a picnic on my face,
Yeah.
but no food, you know. Or it looks like bikini bottoms.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how I feel about it because I can't stop identifying it as bikini bottoms,
Sure.
which would have indications about my mouth. So on that note, weird and inappropriate, crass,
Awesome.
but
no, but
honest.
fucking brilliant. One of my favorite episodes on the podcast, you must get this a lot. It's when you're out of the garage and you're interviewing DiCaprio and Pitt, because you unravel on that. Let's not fuck around.
Well, that's the thing, man. Like I don't know those guys. I don't run with anybody. I talk to people, but I'm not hanging out in the upper echelons of show business. I got a nice house, but I don't have I'm not living in a bunker with an infinity pool. So, but like, Pitt, I met a couple of times, coincidentally. I was hosting a benefit, and he was at the benefit.
Yeah.
And he said he loved my show, Maron, my IFC show.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, I watched it like twice. And I'm like, what? He's like, so funny, man. I'm like, wow. And then I run into him again at an art show. I used to date a painter. And he's like, I just watched your series again. It really helps me out. I'm like, are you fucking with me?
Yeah.
So like Brad Pitt is this fan of my sitcom, which no one watches. And and so I knew that. And then all of a sudden I get this opportunity. He drags DiCaprio into this.
Yeah.
So they had just gotten off stage doing a Q&A. So they were all kind of amped. And I was in this little room, and I've got my little Zoom recorder. I got 3 mics on cords. I'm working the levels, and I got my headphones in. And then Brad and Leo come in, and they're shiny as fuck, all jacked up from being on stage. And I'm just like, and I'm nervous. I'm like, oh my God, look at these movie stars. And I'm trying to do the machine. And then all of a sudden I'm hearing a fucking crackle on one of the mics. One of the mics is fucking up. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So like, I'm trying to be cool. And I'm like, hey, Leo, could you just move your mic a little? Okay, good. And then it's like, it's going in and out. I'm like, fuck, man, can you just, and I thought I had a handle on it. And, I didn't. And like, by the end of it, I was like, God damn it. Yeah. And then like, I just lost my shit. Yeah. And Pitt is like, now I got my money's worth, it paid off.
It's really enjoyable because it's where Letterman and Kinison meet. It feels like, do you know what I mean?
Somehow or another, because I knew in that situation with Brad and Leo that the best thing that can happen is they start talking to each other, and we get into a 3-way conversation. Yeah. And it sort of happened in an amazing way where Leo was talking about stuff that Brad didn't know about him. So there were these moments where Brad was like, really? And they had these moments together that were authentic moments that really don't happen. Yeah. So I think that made that episode particularly popular in that no one had ever heard them like that.
My favorite bit from it is when DiCaprio is chatting about, you go through that period, the paps are outside, they're outside your house. So then eventually that drifts away. And then when you hear Pitt go, huh? Like that, and he can't believe that DiCaprio isn't being hounded. And then the line where he goes, well, I guess it's because of my car crash of a personal life, that you just think but it's like being in a pub with 3 people you like, and it feels genuine in a way rather than these are my showbiz anecdotes and I will, do you know what I mean? It's just
oh yeah, for sure.
How are you managing? Because I listen to the podcast. I know you're a snacker. I know you got a thing with food. How are you?
I do.
How are you coping with that?
Well,
you were looking around then. You were looking around like there was a fucking jailer.
How am I going to approach this? Well, the weird thing is, because shopping is difficult, that like if you limit what you have in the house, it's not real easy to go out and grab bad shit, like it used to be, right? So I'm trying to stay pretty healthy here and at least keep the snacks reasonable, right? Like I didn't have any sweets in the house, but dates. Like there's this date farm out in the desert here, and I order fresh dates from them. They send me these boxes, these beautiful dates, and I have walnuts. And I'm like, all right, this is sweet. It's kind of fattening, but it's good. It's nature and it's healthy. Then out of fucking nowhere, man. This company.
Who are these people over here?
I don't know. I'm afraid they're going to come bring more. But out of nowhere, this company, Van Leeuwen Ice Cream, they make like sort of homemade stuff. It's a small ice cream company, and they're fans of mine. And they're just sort of like, on Instagram in my DMs. They're like, "You want some ice cream?" I'm like, "Okay." And then out of nowhere, this freezer box shows up on my porch with like 8 pints of different kinds of beautiful natural ice cream. Wow. And it's like, oh my God, this is so fucking good, but it's terrible because now the entire day is kind of like later, it's gonna be ice cream, you know? So now the struggle is really like what I'm looking at is the possibility of I can just go right now, dude, and eat some ice cream if I want. It's right over there. Yeah. And now I've got to struggle. But that gives me something to do with my brain as opposed to, you know, be terrified that I have coronavirus or that the world is ending and pretty soon there will be a societal collapse and there'll be roaming hordes of Nazis in the streets. I can sort of focus on, am I going to eat ice cream now or am I going to wait?
Yeah.
Like really, ice cream is a gateway drug to being comfortable with more ice cream. So like once you get into that habit, you no longer realize like I wasn't eating any ice cream and now I'm somehow made it okay to eat 2 pints a day. So what happened there and why am I not fitting into my pants?
The thing is when you start using cookies as spoons, that's when you're in trouble, isn't it? When you when it's all that.
Oh man, yeah.
Awesome. That was so wonderful. Thanks very much.
Thanks, buddy.
That was great.
Yeah.
That was so awesome. Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, buddy. All right, man. Nice meeting you. Take care, everybody.
Stay away from the ice cream. See ya.
Yeah, I'll try.
Join me after the break when me and Mum will be taking part in a special pub quiz and we'll have music from the brilliant Tom Walker. Welcome back to the show. Now, since lockdown began, we've all been doing quizzes. So for the final show, I thought me and my mum would do one together, hosted by the Corona Arms.
Hi.
Hello. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Yes.
Emily, your room looks very boring compared to Harry's.
I know. Well, I'm the landlady, so I'm just in the back office of the pub, you know.
What is that normally? Is it normally a bathroom, Harry?
No, this is our spare bedroom, but we've converted it into... I put these up for the quiz last week and then just didn't take them down.
It feels like we're inside of a jazzle.
I mean, I can't say I've ever been there.
Sure.
Yeah, I can imagine that's what it is like.
Yes. So what inspired you to set up this quiz?
So, it started about a month ago. I'm in London, but Harry and loads of my friends are up in Leeds and was planning to go back to see them. And due to lockdown, was unable to. So we just started maybe a group of 6 of us on a Zoom call, a few bottles of wine in. And before we knew it, we'd taken a Zoom screenshot before they were a thing and put it on Facebook, called it the Corona Arms. I don't even know how it happened. And next thing we know, we went viral. You guys, you've prepared a quiz for me and my mum. What I thought we could do is every time we get a question right, we have to donate some money. What should we say, 50 quid per question? Is that okay?
Yeah, definitely.
And if we get the question wrong, then we donate 100. Okay. Mum, do you want to come in?
Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
We've both got buzzers. So when Mum wants to answer the question, she'll do this. And when I want to answer the question, I'll do this.
Great. Distinct.
Yeah. I mean, some people might not say these are buzzers and that they're random dog toys we found downstairs, but that's a lie, isn't it?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, Harry, I think you're going to get changed, don't you?
Yes, I'll be back. Give me 1 minute.
And with the magic of TV, you'll be like that.
Hi.
Hello.
This is James, glamorous assistant and co-quiz master. Hello.
Hello, James.
Hello, Russell and Mum.
Nice to meet you, my friend.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. So we want to welcome you to the Corona Arms presents its socially distant stay at home and wash your hands quiz. Hooray! Question number 1 is actually going to be introduced by a special guest. Yeah. I'll leave you in the capable hands of James while I go get her.
Yeah, so she's the barmaid that's been working here for many, many years now. She's kind of part of the furniture. She's here now.
Hi.
Pam.
Hiya. How you doing, Russell? How you doing there?
Right. Pam, you appear to have candy floss on your head.
Oh, what? This old thing. This is just it's a very, very edgy hairdo, actually, Russell. I can't get to the barbers.
Yeah.
No, because you've also got a moustache.
Yes, absolutely. Everything's growing out. It's gone. Well, you know, gender's a construct. Anyway, I've got a booze-related question for you. Okay. Right. Now, Russell, we know that you like a can of cider at 9:15 on a morning. Yes. But Ninette, if you're anything like me, you'll like a nice big cocktail when you wake up. So the question is, what's the name of this cocktail that I'm making? Right? It's got 1 part spice rum, 1 part coconut rum, 4 parts pineapple, and a splash of cranberry. Now, this is a multiple choice, so I'll give you 3 options, and then you got to guess, right? So is it A, slap a baby? Is it B, sand in the crack? Or is it C, bend over Shirley?
I'll just go A.
You're gonna go slap a baby?
Yeah.
No, that's the wrong answer.
Why would there be a cocktail called slap a baby? Who's going to go to a pub and go, let me have a slap a baby?
I don't know. It just looked like a good answer.
So what's it? What is it? What's the answer?
It was sand in the crack. That was the answer.
So we've got a movie round. We're going to ask you. We're going to demonstrate and recreate 2 movie moments. One is going to be from the decade that Ninette was born, and one is going to be from the decade that Russell was born.
Mary Poppins.
No. Ninette.
Singing in the Rain.
It was Singing in the Rain.
How was that a film from the 80s?
No, the first one was from the 50s.
Oh, fuck this shit.
Right, it's just
Okay, so
But
yeah,
the next
fine.
one is from the 80s. Russell.
Right.
Should we come closer?
Little Women.
no.
I could see how.
Willy Wonka behind the scenes.
Twins.
No. Oh, it's a tough one.
It's tough, isn't it? This one then. Should we give them the genre?
Yeah, the genre. It is a sort of.
It's a horror.
Yeah, it's a horror.
film.
Carrie.
No. Although.
Exorcist.
No.
Psycho.
No.
The Shining.
Yes.
Oh, got it right. We got there in the end.
And then final. So, Russell and Ninette, obviously you've travelled all around the world. You've hunted aliens in the US.
Yeah, you broke into Bollywood.
And also, became K-pop sensations in Seoul. But did any of that prepare you for this next question?
No, it didn't.
What we've done is we've created a lip sync themed around your travels. But here's the twist. We're going to be silent. So you've got to guess what it is, but you can't hear the song.
Yes.
So we have to guess the song.
Right.
On the highway. Something on the highway.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like the hairy bikers have taken a lot of mescaline. Born to be Wild.
Wow. By who?
I think it was originally written by Judi Dench, but nobody knows that. But yeah, Dench wrote it. I don't know who covered it, but Dench did.
Well, let's go with that. Yeah, Judi Dench.
Yeah.
Covered by Steppenwolf.
That's it. Yeah. She sold it, but she don't like to go on about it. That's Judy, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. Judy's like that, isn't she?
So, what's the scores? And the winner is Russell.
More importantly, how much money are we donating to charity?
So, looking at all your answers, we've managed to raise £1,000 for charity.
Oh, well, there you go. That is without doubt the most expensive pub quiz I've ever done in my life. But all the money goes to a good cause. Thank you so much for coming on the show, guys. That was absolutely wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, the Corona Arms! My final guest is a Brit Award-winning singer who's been downloaded 2 billion times. Please welcome Tom Walker! Hello. Hey, lovely stuff. You look like you're in some form of booth.
I'm in my, B&Q studio that I have built during lockdown. So there's a few acoustic panels, so as I don't bother the neighbours when I'm doing things like this. And hung up some pictures of my mates, my guitar, made a picture frame, very professional.
Oh, so you made this?
Yeah, I made this during lockdown. I'd ordered all the supplies beforehand and got them about 2 weeks before, and then spent the last kind of 4 weeks just building everything and getting it all finished in the studio.
How exciting is that? It's almost like a musical rabbit hutch that you've created.
Exactly, yeah. It seems to be doing the trick. I've not had any, bangs on the wall from the neighbours yet. I've not had any knocks on the door. I mean, people wouldn't really come round at a time like this, I guess, but
True.
a passive-aggressive note might have happened.
Yeah.
So it's all good.
You're going to perform for us today, aren't you? What are you going to sing?
I'm going to perform one of my songs called Leave a Light On.
Oh, lovely stuff. Well, take it away.
Wicked.
The second someone mentioned you were all alone, I could feel the trouble coursing through your veins. Now I know it's got a hold. Just a phone call left unanswered at me sparking up. These cigarettes won't stop me wondering where you are. Don't let go and keep a hold. 'Cause if you look into the distance, there's a house upon the hill, guiding like a lighthouse. It's a place where you'll be safe to feel our grace. We've all made mistakes. If you've lost your way, well, I won't leave the light on. 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 So tell me what's been happening, what's been on your mind. Lately you've been searching for a darker place to hide. That's alright, but if you carry on abusing, you'll be robbed from us. I refuse to lose another friend I love. Just come home. Don't let go. 'Cause if you look into the distance, there's a house upon the hill, guiding like a lighthouse. It's a place where you'll be safe to feel our grace. We've all made mistakes. If you've lost your way, well, I won't leave the light on. 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 'Cause if you look into the distance, there's a house up on the hill, guiding like a lighthouse. It's a place where you'll be safe to feel like grace. If you've lost your way, if you've lost your way, and I know you're down and out now, and I need you to be brave. Hiding from the truth, ain't gonna make this all okay. I see your pain, you don't feel our grace, and you've lost your way. Well, I won't leave the light on.
Well done, mate. That was absolutely fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Wow. The neighbours would have been tapping along to that.
Yes, I mean, this is the thing. My voice is so loud. Even my missus is like, I can hear you through 2 rooms.
Yeah. It doesn't matter how much you soundproof that. Like I could hear that. Right. I could hear that in Bath. It was absolutely wonderful. Well done, mate. Thank you very much for joining us. That was terrific.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
To the future, my friend.
Nice one. Thank you very much. I'll see you around, no doubt.
Cheers, Tom. Take care, buddy. Well done.
Bye.
So, give it up for all my guests. We had Marc Maron, we had the Corona Arms, and we had Tom Walker. That is the final show. We've raised loads of money for NHS charities together and the Trussell Trust. I hope it's cheered you up. It's kept me sane. I'll be back in September, I think, doing the Russell Howard Hour. Until then, you can find me on Instagram doing this kind of caper. Look after yourselves, stay safe, and to the future.